Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually coming at you with a tag that I was tagged in a little while ago. I'm a little bit late on this, sorry. By KT Lifestyle here on YouTube. I'll link her channel down below, and a couple people have already done the tag as well, so I figured I would jump in, and it just felt like something fresh that I hadn't seen at least in a long time on YouTube. So it's called the Unpopular Makeup Opinions tag. So many people have already been tagged to do it. I don't really know who else to tag. So if you would like to do this tag, go ahead. I know that's a lazy way out, but I really don't know who else hasn't been tagged. So if you would like to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. So the questions kind of just pertain to things that you don't like that everyone else seems to like, hence unpopular makeup opinions. So the first question, I'm just gonna jump right in here. The popular makeup product that you do not like. For this one, I couldn't narrow it down to one category. A lot of people chose categories over a specific product in the videos that I did watch. For me, it's both brow gel and lip gloss. I'm not a brow gel person. I don't feel that I need it. And so I think I've only bought tinted one from Benefit. What's it called? Like the setting, not like a clear gel that they make. I'm gonna have to look it up and just put it on screen. I really can't remember right now. I did have like a couple of samples of that, I think. I may have bought a full size once, but I just never reached for it. I really just didn't find I benefited from it. Benefited from it. And the other item is lip gloss. I have basically only found like one or two lip gloss formulas in the past 4 or 5 years that I actually like, but my hair tends to move around a lot, especially when I'm outside. I live in a very windy place. Even when it's not technically windy, there's always a breeze. So my hair is constantly coming in front of my face. So lip gloss just doesn't work for me. It's just, yeah. And I think it's because of the shine too. Like I just prefer a satin lipstick or even a matte lipstick sometimes. I just find it goes better with like the shine that my skin naturally has. I have really oily skin, so yeah, not a fan of lip gloss. Question 2, popular product or brand that everyone else seems to hate that you love. This was the hardest one to come up with, and my answer, I don't think that people necessarily hate this product, but they don't love it either, and that is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. So that is the orange slanted makeup sponge that is like a cheaper dupe for a beauty blender. It's the same concept. You dampen it, you apply your foundation with it. I personally love it, but it seems like a lot of other people like it, but they bounce around to other brands and they go back to beauty blender and all that. I bought one original beauty blender and it just didn't apply foundation that well to my skin. I don't know if it's just my skin type. I tried different amounts of like wetness or moisture in the sponge. I tried it a little bit drier, I tried it a little bit damper. I just couldn't get it to work for me. So I've been buying the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge instead because it's a lot cheaper and it actually works for me. And I feel like a lot of people don't rave about it the way I do. So that was the closest thing I could think of that everyone else seems to hate, even though I don't think people hate it. But doesn't seem like many people love it the way I do. The third question is a makeup collab that you didn't like or had no interest in. For me, I actually put the Shimmering Skin Perfector from Becca Cosmetics. That was a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, Champagne Pop. This got a lot of hype online. Like it was extremely successfully marketed to the point where everyone was talking about it, everyone knew what it was, and yeah, it just kind of blew up overnight, and props to her, because I think she did really well on that particular collab. It was probably the most successful of her collabs to date, I think. But for me, I was excited to try it. I remember when Sephora opened here in St. John's a couple years ago, myself, Amanda, Shauna, Ashley, and Mallory went to the opening. And I remember a couple of the girls did buy it. And I remember Amanda mentioned in her video that everyone else bought it except her. Not the case. I didn't buy it either because it was just too gold for my skin. So I was just kind of like, it was kind of a disappointment for me because it was just too like dark and gold of a shade to be like a highlighter for my skin. So I didn't pick it up either. So that one, as soon as I saw it, I was like, nope. Lost complete interest in it. The next question is a popular makeup step that you never do. A lot of people say baking. I don't bake either, but the one I really don't do is lash curling. That thing is a torture device. I can't make myself do it. I'm pretty lucky in that my lashes don't need it very often, but there are times where they do look a little flat, and every time that I've spent money on a lash curler and I tell myself I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna suck it up, I'm gonna get used to it, can't do it. Felt like I was gonna pull my eyeball out of its socket, which I know technically doesn't make sense because you're not actually latching onto the ball of your eye, you're latching onto the lash line, but you know what I mean, that's how it felt. And yeah, just can't do it. Popular influencer that you don't subscribe to or watch. This might surprise a lot of people because I do like a lot of UK YouTubers, but for me, it's Zoella. I don't know why. I love her voice. Her voice is beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I've tried watching her content. It's just not something that keeps me intrigued. To each their own. I'm sure she's great. I respect her as a YouTuber. She's clearly had much success coming out with her own products and all that stuff, but yeah, she's just someone that I don't like reach for her videos. The next question is a popular brand that you do not support or use anymore. For this one, I actually have two, ColourPop Cosmetics and e.l.f. Cosmetics. That one might cause up a stir between some people because I know a lot of people do love e.l.f. products, but every time I try an e.l.f. product, I don't like it. I don't know, maybe I'm just like really expensive taste and maybe I can just tell the difference. I don't know. Maybe it's my skin, but every time I try an e.l.f. product, I usually end up disappointed. So yeah, sorry e.l.f. And with ColourPop, this was one that I did place one order with. I shared an order with Amanda and Lola NL, not last year, but the year before that, I think. And it came extremely late. The box was damaged. I was obsessed with my products for maybe 2 or 3 months and then I stopped using them, and most of them have been decluttered now. I still have a couple things there in the drawer, maybe 2. I think I have a highlighter and a single eyeshadow and a lipstick. Yeah. The second last question is a makeup trend that you have no interest in trying. For me, this is strobing. If you're not familiar with strobing, it's basically doing the opposite of, it's doing like glowy natural highlighting, but everywhere that you don't actually highlight. So basically adding a lot of luminosity to the face, and for someone who has oily acne prone skin, that is not my cup of tea, so no interest in strobing. And the last question is a makeup product that was better in theory than when you used it or swatched it. Better / worked better on others. I may have miscopied and pasted that. Makeup product that was better in theory than when you used it, or swatched better / worked better on others than you. For this one, again, this one was a really hard question for me to come up with, but my answer is liquid lipstick. I still use a liquid lipstick on occasion, but it's not something I reach for very often. It's usually when I need a very specific color that I just happen to have in a liquid lipstick. The reason I say it's better in theory is because I'm someone who has very dry, chapped lips throughout the majority of the year. I just don't have, my lips just can't hold moisture that well. So I use a lot of lip scrub and lip balm. I cannot go to bed without putting lip balm on, otherwise my lips look terrible the next morning. So yeah, for me, that's why I consider it better in theory, because it seems like it's intended as like a long-lasting, super pigmented, beautiful lip product. But because my lips are so dry, when I do wear liquid lipsticks, they don't last on me the same way they last on other people. For other people, boldness of a liquid lip can actually make their lips look bigger and like a better shape or whatnot. But for me, when I put liquid lipstick on, my upper lip tends to look really small. It accentuates the fact that my upper lip is a bit tiny. And when I try and fill out like my Cupid's bow, it looks really pointy. Maybe I'm just terrible at applying it. I don't know. I've tried kind of going outside the lines to make it look bigger too, but it looks really obvious on me that I overlined my lips. So it's just something that I'm having a hard time making it work between the dryness and the shape of my lips. The dryness really like cracks it up a lot faster on me than other people, and yeah, it's just one of those things that for me is better in theory, but it doesn't work well for me. So that is my answers to the unpopular makeup opinions tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to check out KT Lifestyle. She made this video as well, and Amanda, I'll also link her video down below as well. They both did this tag, I know for a fact. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye!